The tunnel got even darker. He shook the flashlight hard. But after messing with it for a while, it still wouldn't turn on. Let's go. Maybe the battery is dead. Meng Xiaokong tried to stay calm, but his heartbeat was definitely picking up speed. Just then, they heard faint footsteps from deep in the tunnel. Slow and heavy, like someone was walking toward them. Meng Xiaokong and Gao Shuai held their breath, listening carefully to the creepy sound. The footsteps got closer. In the darkness, they thought they could see a blurry figure. A chill crawled up Meng Xiaokong's spine. He couldn't help but take a step back. A stone beneath his foot made a loud noise, breaking the silence of the tunnel. The blurry figure was getting closer. Finally, under the weak moonlight, its true form was revealed. It was a man. His clothes were ragged. His face was deathly pale. Even worse, his body was covered in blotchy bloodstains. In the flashlight's beam, he looked downright terrified. In fact, Gao Shuai, trying to muster some courage, asked. But the man didn't answer. He just kept walking toward them, straight at them, no stopping. Meng Xiaokong's heart skipped a beat. He grabbed Gao Shuai. Let's run. Now, they turned around and sprinted. Their footsteps echoed in the tunnel. The footsteps echoed through the tunnel. They sounded extra urgent. But no matter how fast they ran, that man kept right on their heels. The footsteps grew closer. They could almost feel his breath on them. There was no escaping him. A cold voice whispered in Meng Xiaokong's ear. They ran like their lives depended on it. Finally, they saw the tunnel's exit. Moonlight hit their faces. It gave them a glimmer of hope. They burst out of the tunnel, heading back home. That scared the life out of me. Gao Shuai let out a long sigh, relieved. Meng Xiaokong didn't reply. He couldn't shake the feeling that something was still watching him. He suddenly spun around, and there, standing at the tunnel entrance, the man's hollow, cold eyes were fixed on him. Back home. The night was deep, but their minds were still racing, not at peace. Meng Xiaokong lay in bed. He couldn't stop replaying the events from the tunnel. He just felt like something was still watching him. And it kept him awake. Suddenly, he heard low, slow footsteps in the room. Slow and heavy. Exactly like the ones in the tunnel. He shot up in bed. Frantically, he turned on the bedside lamp. But the room was empty. Meng Xiaokong felt a chill. He knew it wasn't a hallucination. That night, Gao Shuai also came down with a high fever. He was out of it, barely conscious. His parents took him to the hospital, but the doctors couldn't figure out what was wrong. They just told him to stay for observation. Later, Gao Shuai started to recover. But Meng Xiaokong's mental state kept getting worse. He would often zone out. Standing by the window, staring blankly outside, mumbling over and over again, "He's here.